Hi, and welcome to How to Release Weight in 12 Weeks Without Stress or Hunger, which are two things that can really stop people making weight loss progress. So in this webinar, you'll learn a way to naturally release weight and improve overall health. So if you're a super busy, likely stressed person with little time that needs to figure out how to lose weight in a permanent, healthy way, you'll know you're in the right place. So if you're looking for a quick fix, fad diet, or magic pill solution, this webinar is not for you. But those things never work, so you might as well stay and listen to what I have to say. So you're going to learn 3 weight loss myths keeping you stuck, my 3-step formula for healthy permanent weight loss, and the proven nutrition program that I use and why it works. When you stay to the end of the webinar, I'll share with you 2 simple but powerful habits you can implement today that will kickstart your weight loss. So I'm Lisa Snowdon, and I've been a nutritionist for about 13 years, helping people with their weight struggles and digestive issues. I'm also a functional medicine practitioner, which means I use some functional testing to identify underlying causes of either digestive issues, hormone issues, weight loss blockers. There's lots of things we can test for these days. I use personalized nutrition when it comes to weight loss because I found that really those individual plans are what create the magic, and the knowledge for each person, because everybody is different to what works for them. I offer IBS solutions with my Gut Fix program to help people get on top of their IBS symptoms, and I'm a certified metabolic balance coach, which we'll get into more details of what that means later. So I've had many health challenges over the years, and these really started with a parasite that I got in my early 20s from my travels. I did a lot of travel in my 20s. I've always had bad allergies and hay fever, even as a child. I've had mold illness when I was in a moldy building that triggered all kinds of other symptoms, including gluten intolerance. I've had SIBO, so can definitely relate to my IBS and SIBO clients. And really being coached and held accountable by someone else was vital for my recovery. So now I do the same for other people. And I studied nutrition as I really do believe that food is the foundation of health. So functional testing and personalized nutrition allow me to identify underlying causes of imbalance and to help correct them so that you can live your best life. So does this sound like you? You've been trying to lose weight for years. Nothing you do seems to work long term, and you've tried all the diets, and we all know there are lots of them out there. You've tried the gym and exercising a lot. You hate feeling hungry all the time. Your clothes just seem to be getting tighter and tighter over time. And perhaps your GP has said that you need to lose weight or better manage your blood sugar, reduce your cholesterol, your blood pressure, perhaps reduce alcohol intake to help your liver, but you just aren't given a plan on how to do that. So the extra weight is making you feel miserable. It's impacting your confidence at work and in social settings, or really just in everyday life. Your fatigue stops you doing things that you'd really like to be doing. You also know that being overweight means that you have a higher risk factor for certain diseases, and you want to change that. Have you been told this weight loss lie? Just eat less and exercise more, it's easy. So the real problem is that fat loss is not as simple as calories in, calories out, as we've been told for many decades that is the solution. We now know that is not the answer. Otherwise, everybody on a 1,200 calorie a day diet would be losing weight, and they don't. So it's simply not the only factor in weight loss. So the types of food you eat can contribute to raised insulin levels, which promotes fat storage and blocks fat burning. So some foods could also be causing inflammation in your body. and you may have nutrient deficiencies that also cause problems and weight loss blockers. So your meals may not have the best balance of protein, carbs, and healthy fats for your individual body. So the timings of your meals might be promoting fat storage rather than fat burning. So whilst your metabolism is out of balance, nothing you do will work long term. You need a metabolism reset. So imagine what it would be like to shed all of your extra weight, to know the exact foods that fuel and nourish your body and make you feel at your best. So to pick out anything in your wardrobe and know that it fits you and it looks and feels fabulous. To sleep better, to have a glow to your skin and a spring in your step, to finally feel like you again. So don't just take my word for it. We've got Kathy Dillon here. So after a decade of trying to shed excess weight, increase energy levels, thicken my hair, strengthen my nails, stop the mouth ulcers and psoriasis, I decided to make an appointment with my coach. I started the Metabolic Balance program under her guidance. For the next 6 weeks, I stopped thrashing myself at the gym, so less exercise here, and settled for a gentle walk whilst I followed the food program. I lost 6.3 kilos, surpassed my weight goal, and have easily kept it off with the tools I've learned. So the best thing was I was never hungry, and this is key because if any diet is keeping you hungry, you are not going to maintain it long term. I found a newfound energy, and after years of just existing, I have my sparkle back and I feel great, which is fabulous. So the challenge was there are so many weight loss methods to choose from, and I had a busy practice full of weight loss clients, and so that I could help my clients, I tried all the professional weight loss programs available, like keto, low carb, shakes, intermittent fasting, but not everyone saw lasting results. Despite all of my training, I didn't have the perfect formula for lasting weight loss, and honestly, it drove me crazy. So then I kept looking and I discovered a personalised nutrition plan hugely successful in Europe that was based on blood tests and nutrition science. So I completed my training and I passed the examinations to become licensed to offer the method in my practice. So I began to take clients through the program, and the results my clients began having were honestly life-changing. So don't just take my word for it. We've got some more results. Marie was 56 years old in this picture, and she didn't know what to do to feel well. So she was tired, depressed, sluggish. She was in pain. So many people have joint aches and pains. And with this program, it's not only for weight loss, it really does reduce inflammation in the body. Often within the first week or two, people notice a dramatic difference or improvement in their pain. So Mary lost 10.2 kilos, her waist came down by 12 centimeters, reduced hips and thigh size, which is fantastic. And Corey, honestly, is a little bit unfair because the guys that do this program just get fantastic results very quickly. The weight just does seem to fall off guys a little bit easier. But in 10 weeks, Corey lost 13 kilos. He had a strong family history of type 2 diabetes, and that is a real reason to do this diet. Nobody wants to get diabetes. There's horrible side effects, and it can be managed with diet and lifestyle strategies. So his bloods already showed hints of him being pre-diabetic. And now he no longer gets sugar cravings. He has energy to run his own business and spend time with kids at the end of the day. He's also loving that he now hears when his body is whispering at him. And I love this because I've always tried to teach body intuition when we're looking at weight loss. So really tapping into how food makes us feel. And as we get into the reintroduction part of the plan where we broaden up the food choices, some people will find that there might be a food or two or even more that really just doesn't work for them. It makes them feel more tired, it brings the inflammation back, and they can put the weight back on very easily, not by eating more, just by eating foods that don't work for them. And having this knowledge is brilliant, and it will work for you for a lifetime, how to listen to your own body. So he started experimenting with other foods and is getting clear messages from his body of what foods make him feel good versus those that his body has to work really hard to get through. So let me ask you a question. Who here has been confused and frustrated at all the conflicting information about weight loss and nutrition? Honestly, I know I have, and I've studied this for many years. So let's set the record straight on a few weight loss myths that are keeping you stuck. Now, the biggest one within nutrition and weight loss is calories. So skipping meals or under eating and starving yourself is the worst thing you can do for losing weight. If you've tried this approach, you probably already know this, like it can work temporarily, but we can't just live starving. It just doesn't work. You can't be hungry all the time, and it does affect your metabolism in a negative way. It affects your hormones, your mood, your energy in a negative way. It doesn't work. If you're not feeling good day to day, you can't maintain it. It causes the body to go into a stress response, and this leads to increased blood sugar. So even though you're not even eating the foods, we can still get increased blood sugar from it. So this leads to elevated insulin, our fat storage hormone. Too much insulin released in the body will cause us to store fat, not burn fat. So deprivation can lead us to cycle through disordered eating and becoming more and more frustrated. Burn more calories. This is another big one. So again, this comes down to putting the body into the stress response and what that does to our fat storage hormone, insulin. For fat burning, it's more important to get your food right so that it keeps insulin levels normal and keep exercise to a sensible level. So I teach my clients that the best type of exercise for fat loss is anything that builds lean muscle. So walking and movement are still really important. We don't want to be a couch potato, but we don't need to run a marathon or go to the gym every day for really heavy exercise. So walking, Pilates, yoga, even doing some HIIT for short periods of time if you're ready for that. If you're not ready for that, you leave that until you are. But you can't overdo it, as this has the opposite effect of what you want to achieve. So too much exercise just creates stress in the body, and that creates fat storage, which is even more unfair. Basically, you're doing all the right things, but your body is responding not in the way that you want it to. So fat makes you fat. This is the next one. Generally speaking, healthy fats are not what drives you to gain weight. So eating packaged low-fat foods is actually worse for you. They tend to be higher in sugar and lead to more cravings. So fat is important for healthy hormones, neurotransmitters, which is your mood, and for satiety or feeling full. They also contain fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K, which all have important roles in your body. So my nutrition program includes at least 2 to 3 tablespoons of healthy fats every day. Another myth, age makes weight loss impossible. So many of my clients have read this somewhere or been told this by their doctor. And yes, changes in hormones can slow metabolism. So things that once worked to lose weight may not work anymore. So this is still a myth, and weight loss at any age is absolutely possible. We just have to do it a little bit differently as we get older. Now to my 3-step formula for healthy weight loss. So these steps include a thorough assessment, a personalised nutrition plan which gives you complete food clarity, and then regular coaching and accountability. So we'll go through those in a little bit more detail. So your thorough assessment. The first step is to conduct a thorough and comprehensive health assessment. So this is both done over the phone, online through some questionnaires, and through a thorough blood test. So it's important to get a clear picture of your health status in order to create a plan that works for you. We need all the details. We need to know what health conditions you have, what medications you're on, even food preferences, your measurements, and your blood results. So a clear picture is really important. Nutrition consults and data gathering. We get your health history, your current symptoms, your eating patterns currently, and your dietary preferences, lifestyle, sleep, exercise, and stress levels are all assessed. Some things we do at the beginning and some things we do as we go through the program. Body measurements and healthy goal weight. So we take accurate measurements and then determine a healthy goal weight that has you feeling your best and is easy for you to maintain. So nothing too crazy. We're not trying to be the same weight that we were potentially when we were a teenager, if we're in our 40s, 50s, 60s. We then referred you to a lab for a series of metabolic blood tests. So we test your kidney, your liver, your pancreatic function. There's the full blood count, your thyroid function tests, your fasting lipids or fats, your fasting blood sugar, inflammation markers, and nutrients. So each of these categories has things that can block weight loss. Then we analyse your results. So thorough testing can show us any hidden factors that could be blocking weight loss even before you notice symptoms. So low nutrients, thyroid function, blood sugar imbalances, hormonal issues, low magnesium are just some factors that influence your metabolism. So step 2, your personalised nutrition plan. We're all unique and our nutrition plan needs to be personalised to accommodate our individual dietary needs. So without knowing your personal health history, your symptoms, your lifestyle, any medications you're on, your nutrient deficiencies or health status, how can an effective weight loss plan be created? So here's where generic diets or one-size-fits-all meal plans have failed. Now, basic level of assessment and not looking at overall health and well-being, no assessment of metabolic health, no adjustment for medical conditions or any medications you're on, or even past health history. So there's often no assessing or addressing specific nutrient deficiencies. And if you're deficient in certain nutrients, this can really block weight loss. So they're not designed for high achievers or busy people. So the plan that I deliver is quite simple. It gives complete clarity, doesn't take lots of time, it's not unrealistic, and that's absolutely key for it to be maintainable long term. There's often no analysis of blood work, and it's not led by a trained nutritional professional. So this is where if something isn't working for some reason, I'm here to brainstorm and guide you through why that might be, and then we can change things as we need to for you as the individual. So this is where we bring in the European nutrition team. Now, Metabolic Balance is a company that I work with to develop your personalised nutrition plan. So their approach is based on sound nutritional science. There's a lot of research that comes behind this plan. And it's an award-winning 20-year running program that's been running around the world, and thousands of people have had great results with it. So we get to discover the optimal foods to reset your metabolism. So the personalised nutrition plan you receive matches your unique health history, your symptoms, your biochemistry, and the most optimal foods to restore your health are what come through on the plan. So the foods are balanced, they're natural, they're whole foods, and they are nutrient dense, and they're chosen just for you. So you won't feel hungry and you will enjoy delicious and simple meals. So it has lots of other overall health benefits as well as the weight loss. Now it switches on fat burning so that between meals and overnight you burn your fat stores. So you literally burn fat while you sleep on this program. And it reduces hunger and cravings by rebalancing the hormones that control how hungry or full you feel. So this really is one of the keys to success with this program. If we constantly feel hungry when we're on a weight loss plan, it's not going to work long term. If you're craving sugar all the time, it's not going to work because willpower never wins out long term. It also reduces inflammation. Now, many people find that inflammatory conditions such as joint pain and skin problems subside on this program. So it improves blood cholesterol. So significant improvements in triglyceride and cholesterol levels have been recorded for people following the program. And this is really key as heart disease is one of the biggest killers in the world. It also improves your blood sugar levels, and research has shown that reduced risk of metabolic syndrome or that pre-diabetic state, and it reverses insulin resistance. So if you've got insulin resistance or if you've got diabetes in your family, this is a diet and lifestyle program that can help prevent that for you or reverse it. So Boy George is probably the most famous, or at least one of the most famous people that have done the program very successfully, and he dropped 30 kilos using metabolic balance. So the right portion sizes, now knowing exactly the right portion sizes that nourish you and aid the body to burn fat is critical. So your nutrition plan will include a clear meal plan with weights of food so that you know exactly how much you should be eating. So it's not just what you should be eating, it's exactly how much. My clients love how this means that they don't second guess themselves and they soon find they feel satisfied and never hungry. So you literally get all the information you need to make a weight loss program work. There's nothing left to guess. The right timing of foods is also key. So knowing a few key guidelines around meal timings can make all the difference to your success. So your plan will teach you what is best, and it's based on nutrition science. And again, this means that you don't feel hungry and you enjoy sustained energy throughout the day. Good, stable energy and mood is fantastic when we can achieve that. No dips which cause the cravings. So step 3 is regular coaching and accountability. So knowing what to do is one thing, but actually doing it is another. So trying to DIY new dietary changes and lifestyle habits can be hard. Like, we've often done things for many years, and if you've got to make changes, it's great to have that support. You get stuck, you feel lost, and then you give up. So my program ensures that this does not happen. As long as you keep speaking to me, then we will work a way around any challenges, and I'll help keep you on track. So regular appointments that help keep you on track. So we have the results consult where we go through the plan and I'll help you implement it. And then we've got 5 follow-ups over those 12 weeks. There's also a supportive online community chat that's part of the member platform, and there is an online curriculum and different resources. So there's recipes and there's modules covering each phase of the program, and there's also some mindset workshops in there as well to help us make some of those mindset shifts that really help this program work long term. So we've covered the 3-step success formula, the thorough assessment, the personalised nutrition plan, and regular coaching and accountability. We've also covered the weight loss myths that keep us stuck. They're just not true, not what we need to focus on. We've done the 3-step formula and the proven nutrition program that I use in my clinic and why it works. So when you follow my system, it will help you to release the extra weight that you've gained. It will help you feel confident and amazing in your clothes. It's going to stop the ups and downs of hormonal shifts so that you can just get on with your life. It will increase your energy levels, improve sleep, and overall health and vitality. So do you need an expert to assess your situation and create a clear plan for you? Do you need advice on supplements? And this might be you're taking too many, stop taking them. Recipes, healthy lifestyle hacks. Do you need accountability and support and guidance so that you stick with the plan long enough to see results? And a plan that you know is personalised to you. You will always have your plan. You'll be able to keep it and go back to it over and over again if you need to. So what if you could work with me to finally figure out what's going on in your body that's blocking weight loss? And then together we map out a plan of how can you release the weight and start feeling like you again. So if you want my help, I've set aside some next step strategy sessions in my calendar. So in this session, we will identify what may be blocking your weight loss and what we can do to kickstart your metabolism. And if I feel you're a candidate for the program, we can talk about how to get started. So apply for one of these sessions below. These are the 2 key strategies I teach my clients that I want to quickly share with you now. So number 1, eat 3 meals, no snacking. So you need space between your meals to allow your insulin levels to drop enough that your body starts burning your fat stores. Eating every 2 hours leads to feeling hungry, sugar cravings, fat storage, and poor digestion. So the meals need to be good square meals consisting of protein, veggies, fats, and for some a small amount of starch if it's needed. Now the second strategy is start with 2 bites of protein. So this helps regulate insulin and promotes a healthy metabolism. That means when you've got meat and veggies on your plate, the first 2 bites you have your meat or whatever your protein source is for that meal. Start with that. It changes the insulin response of that meal. Now you have 2 choices. So either you can keep being stuck or you can finally lose weight, boost energy and feel great by joining the Fuel and Nourish program. There are some additional tools and bonuses that I have on the program. So bonus 1 is the Stop Self-Sabotage workshop. So this is something that you can watch yourself. It's all in the members area. There's a workbook you can go through, mindful eating workshop, and then guiding nutrition principles workshop. So they're all in the members platform for you. And with these tools, you're going to be able to live guilt-free and without judgment. Eat mindfully, because it's not just what you eat that matters, but how you eat. And then live beyond your meal plan to maintain your results for life. So who wants to start the last diet you'll ever need? Book a strategy session if it feels like a good fit.